Welcome back to my EA Sports College Football 26 Auburn Tiger Dynasty. This is Game 6, and we're finally back home after a 2-game road stretch of losses, and that's very detrimental to us because 2 losses in the SEC could be the differential of us not making the SEC Conference Championship. So we have to win on out from here. So War Eagle.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's White. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Georgia's offense will go to work first. The Deep South's oldest rivalry will stir deep emotions, and just last year, Auburn gave the Dogs a big scare early in the third quarter, but man, did Georgia pour it on late.
Yeah, it was still 31-13, but there were some moments, there were some cracks, but Georgia took care of business. And I'll tell you what, Jesse, this is beginning to be a very one-sided rivalry. Auburn needs to show up. Like, Georgia's had bragging rights year after year after year. Auburn's got to shut these guys up.
Yeah, Georgia's won 8 in a row now in this rivalry. You're right. I think the big key for Auburn, they've got to be able to get pressure on the quarterback. Could not do it consistently against Carson Beck. Big reason why Carson Beck did not turn it over in this game last season. That had been a problem for him early in the year. Auburn's defense has to play big today.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So the Auburn Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Pick off! What a play by this defense! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's dealt. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. in motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Bell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Indiana is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Hoosiers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for room, it's Robinson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Running the red zone, it's Frazier. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Here's the handoff. There he goes! There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start.
Oh, out of space. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The inside handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Absolutely perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Branch. That's the way to get it out of your own end. Takes it all the way up to the 25 before going out of bounds. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Looking for space. It's Frazier. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, the Deep South shuts down when the Tigers and Dogs get together, and that's the case again here today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Runs through a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. This crowd knows when to bring it. Fighting off the defender. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I think he does a really good job on this second down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better 3rd down. That's a
touchdown, Bulldogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Wants to throw again. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And it's crazy how this defense has been so good in this area of the field, right? They've given up plays and they've given up yards, but they've made them kick field goals. And great job getting the sack, trying to do it again.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Good right down the boulevard. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Gives it on the option. Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Takes the easy one to the back. Crosses the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Into the secondary on the right. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The Dogs are starting to hunker down, and they are sinking their teeth into the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
And the red and black going crazy, the fans going nuts, and Georgia has dominated this rivalry of late. Auburn fans are sick and tired of the Dogs, and man, they got to do something about it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. LSU is down, but they are not out of it, not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football.
Catch in the middle, it's Coleman.
It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to South Carolina. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Catch in the middle. It's Simmons. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Keeps the play, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And they'll try to tack on 2. The snap sets up the throw. He gets the 2-point conversion, and we've got a ball game. They're down by 7. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The sure hands, it's Thomas. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Punt is in the air. Wants to return it. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the left. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Wow, they needed that play in this 2-minute situation, trailing late. That's just a 50-50 ball. You're throwing it up. Your guy's got as good of a shot at the other guy bringing it down. But that time, great individual effort, strong hands, and this offense is on the move.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. He has 89 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The Tigers get it past the sticks.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6 now. What are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the fourth quarter. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, Dave.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bell. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. Looking to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're going back to the ground. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd. Now adjusting. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering his shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run.
Touchdown, Georgia! They jump on top here in OT. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the ground with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. 3rd down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
Touchdown, Auburn! They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
We play on 1st down here in the 2nd overtime period. the running back and leave it with him. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They'll leave it with him. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his legs, it's Robinson. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, Davis.
Touchdown, Tigers! That score gives them the lead here in the 2nd overtime.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Second overtime, and they'll have to go for 2. He's looking to pass. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing the pressure in his face.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
One more stop by this defense wins it. 4th and long in overtime. They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's caught. He's out of bounds well short of the marker, and they'll have to give up the ball. It is the Auburn Tigers emerging victorious in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays in big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.